morning. It's been a while. I know it's been a really, really long time. I think it's been 2 years since I last vlogged, and I've always maintained that YouTube is something that I really love, but I was so unsure of this very thing that I would start vlogging and then I would just be super inconsistent because of life and work and everything else that I do along with YouTube. And trust me when I tell you, so much has happened in life in the last 2 years. I think I'm not the same person that I was when I must have last vlogged. I feel like the last vlog that I posted was my travel vlog, and I think that was in 2024. So much has happened in my work life, my personal life, the good and the bad. I will obviously catch you up on everything. Starting with the biggest thing that's happened in my life in the last couple of months, and honestly, I just want to speak about that and get that out of the way. If you've seen my previous vlogs, if you follow me on Instagram, you obviously know I used to have a cat called Ziggy. And earlier this year, he was diagnosed with diabetes. And when we found out that he has diabetes, we was shocked because, yeah, he was showing certain symptoms of being unwell. He wasn't eating a lot of food. He stopped being that playful, but we just assumed it was a phase. You do not assume the first possible scenario to be diabetes. Anyway, to cut a long story short, we did put him on insulin. This was in February 2026, but up until May 2026, his diabetes just never got regulated. I think the insulin just didn't end up suiting him. So his blood sugar just kept fluctuating. He got very critical end of May. We had to have him hospitalized in June. He was in the ICU. Seeing him in the ICU, just being away from him, I think has been one of the toughest things that I've had to go through. We've had to go through as a family. You don't realize how it feels to just leave your baby in a hospital who's not able to talk, who's not able to communicate with you. Um, they're not able to tell you what's happening with you. So I think just June was one of the hardest months of my life. Is what I will say. Anyway, we got him back a week later. He was doing okay. We had to have him re-hospitalized just 2 days later because he was just not being able to cope up at home. We again got him discharged. On 15 June, we got him home. He looked better. On 16 June, we learned how to give him saline at home because that was the only way he was able to cope up with the insulin. Middle of the night on 16th, we were woken up with a little bit of a thud. We thought we heard something, and I don't want to get into the details, but we went to check on Ziggy. He was breathing heavy, and we lost him in the next 2 minutes. And I mean, of course, it is so hard to actually talk about this because I realize whenever someone asks me anything about Ziggy, all I say is he's not with us anymore. I don't go into the specifics specifically because of this reason, because I can't get through this conversation without crying. But I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry on camera. Anyway, we lost him on 17th June. It's been 2 months. It's been exactly 2 months. And obviously, a small part of us is relieved because we didn't want to see hospitals. We didn't want to see him in hospitals. We didn't want to see any more needles in him. He was going through a lot. He had lost a lot of weight. If you had seen him and his journey on Instagram, I think you will really know that. So I think that part of us is relieved, but obviously the biggest part of us just misses Ziggy every second of every day. I don't know how to do life without him in this house because when we moved into this house in August 2023, we literally just had 2 months before we adopted him. So I think life in this house has just been with Ziggy. So just coping up with that has been tough. And obviously, you guys know that I've worked from home. Sarthak goes to office. If you've been here long enough, you also know that I'm married and I live with my husband. He works out of office and he goes every morning, but it's just me at home. So I think that has been really hard to deal with as well, just staying at home while I've obviously been alone the last few years as well, but Ziggy was always my companion and now it's just me. So that's been another thing that we've had to cope with. My second update would be a little bit of a professional update. I will ensure that all my other updates are not this upsetting as my first one. But yeah, I think some of you guys know, or if you're new here, I run an agency with my sister. It's called PostScript. We have been running that since 2016. We literally finished 10 years of running PostScript last November. I had been dabbling with the idea of doing content full time, I think for the past 1 year, but I never acted upon it because I was just really scared that how can I give up something that's so wonderful? How can I give up working with my sister? Even though I love it so much, even though I know that I want to give my content 100%. I knew that if I wanted to give Instagram 100%, if I wanted to start vlogging on YouTube, there was no way I could do that with another job while still taking care of my mental health, working out regularly, making time for myself and my family. It was just physically impossible to do all of that, so I had to make a choice, and I did. I decided to take a sabbatical from Postscript for a little bit to just explore and see where my content goes. That's been an adjustment too because I'm just so used to the energy of having a team around me, speaking to my team all day, even though we all work from home. But now it's essentially just me. I know I have a manager, I have someone who works with me, but something that people don't know is that content creation can get to be such a lonely job. It is our job to show you our life and to project our life in the most beautiful way possible, and I like doing that, but there is so much that goes on behind the scenes. But obviously, this is something I'm going to take this as an opportunity to create the kind of content that I've always wanted. So I'm very excited for that. I just want to give you guys a quick update on my health journey as well, because that's something that I would talk about a lot. I've been pretty consistent with my strength training and my Pilates and the food I eat in the last 6 months, and I have seen massive changes in my body. So I'm very happy with where my fitness game is at right now. I've been doing 3 gym sessions a week and 2 Pilates sessions a week and walking roughly 7 to 8K steps a day. And I think that's my sweet spot. That works really, really well for me. And I am very excited to push my limits and to see, at least for once in my life, what I can achieve if I give it my 100%. And my version of 100% is still being very sustainable. I don't do crash diets. I don't do detox diets. I do not deprive myself of my favorite food. So I'm still going to be having fun with my fitness while I'm at it. But I just wanted to give you guys an update in case you haven't been following me on Instagram, because I do post about my fitness there and my fitness and my meals and my lifestyle there a lot. As far as my journey with YouTube is concerned, I have always loved long form content. As I said earlier, I am going to try and be way more consistent here. I don't want to promise anything as of yet because I don't want to promise a number and then not deliver. But I am going to try and vlog as much as I can. And I'm going to try and create the kind of content that I like, which is just days in my life, naturally taking you guys through to everything that I do. And because I know and I remember that you guys like watching that, but do obviously let me know in the comments if there's anything in particular that you would want to see, and I will see you next time.